Živjo, and welcome back or welcome to my channel. My name is Ivy, and today we are flipping through my bullet journal of what books I was reading in March. Let's go. So the first book that I saw everyone talking about, and that is Ends With Us by Colin Hoover. I kind of started late in reading books, but I was in, how do you say, in book slump. Like, I didn't get it to read and something was like blocking me, and I already spoke about it in my last month, but I started again and I enjoyed this book quite a lot. What is it about? It's about Lily. Basically, if you didn't read this book, there's abuse in a family and in relationships, so just be aware of that. So Lily Bloom grows up in an abusive family. Her father was beating up her mother, but never did anything to her. She met a homeless boy, Atlas, who seeks shelter in an abandoned house. It was basically right next door, and Lily started to help him. First giving him food and then allowing him into her home when her parents were home. He then moved with his uncle, went to military, and then promised to find each other in Boston, the best place ever. Lily finished school, and after her father's passing, she moved to Boston and met a guy named Ryle. I think that's how you spell his name. How you say his name. Lily did promise herself she will never be like her mom and not allow a man to abuse her, but that is exactly what happened. Ryle had anger issues. He didn't tell Lily about this when they started dating. She married Ryle even though bad things happened, and she still married him for hopes that he will change and what happened in the past to him. But Lily found comfort in Atlas after they met yet again in Boston. He is trying to help her just like she helped him when he was alone in the past, when he was homeless. But she needs to make a very important choice by herself to divorce Ryle and not let her child live in an abusive family, and she did. Yes, Lily is pregnant with Ryle's child, and that's that. I pretty much enjoyed it. It was a really good book, unless you're very uncomfortable about abuse, especially abuse in family and in relationship. The second one was the sequel, I guess. It Starts With Us. It was an okay. It wasn't much happening. It's basically now a friends, two lovers between Atlas and Lily. So yeah, we're following Lily as she's taking care of herself, her daughter. I'm gonna name her daughter Amy because her real name is, I don't know if I can spell it right, and her little flower shop, and managing to meet up with Ralph so that he can spend time with his daughter. After almost 2 years of not dating and meeting Atlas again, they give the love a chance, but of course Ryle noticed some changes and gets jealous and angry at Lily because she is moving on while he is still hoping she will come back to him. Ryle was trying to get in their way, and Atlas had trouble of his own because of his mother, and finding out that he has a younger brother, which he never met before. It was hard at the start for the both of them, but in the end, it all worked out. It was okay, but I do have to say that I do like It Ends With Us a lot more. Third book. I did say last month that I didn't know that there was a sequel to Anatomy, a Love Story. This is Immortality, a Love Story. And I enjoyed this book a lot more. Maybe it was because, like I said, in February it was a very dark month, and I just didn't feel to be, I don't know, I was reading, but at the same time I wasn't. It's like I wasn't focusing on these books that I was reading and on the story and everything. So This one I enjoyed a lot. So our sweet Hazel continues to become a surgeon and still waiting for Jack. She treated a woman who wanted an abortion and got Hazel in big trouble and almost killed and hanged. Because abortion at that time is like killing. Basically, it makes you a murderer, especially if the woman is pregnant with I don't know, from a very high family, right? So no. So she got saved. She could have died, but she got saved. But she was swept to London to treat a princess and find out that what kind of illness she has. There she also meets Dr. Simon, who is treating the king, and he likes our girl. Hazel is starting to like him as well, but Jack came back. It doesn't go as she wanted it, but they do get close to one another again. Hazel was also invited by people that are also immortal, like the doctor she met in the first book, and she thought they were great, they were smart, they were amazing, they shared like the same thought as she is, until she realizes that something is wrong. Things are going wrong with that of the princess, and the immortals are going after Hazel and Jack, but Hazel surprised them all without anyone knowing she's immortal as well. So she and Jack will live forever until they found a cure to be mortal once again. I love this one. This one, I like it a lot more than the first one. Love it. And the last one, I heard a lot about bone houses. And this is a good read. In the entire month that I was reading all those 4 books, this one is my favorite. If you haven't read it, highly recommend it. So yeah, it's fantasy, young adult, it has some horror in it. So, what if dead don't stay dead? There's a curse in this land, and our girl isn't only a grave digger, which she was taught by her father, but she is a very brave girl who goes into the dark forest. A boy called Elise asks our girl to be his guide. Oh, by the way, I'm saying this girl because oh, for the love of God, I don't know if I can pronounce her name correctly. That's why I'm saying our girl. I'm gonna write her name somewhere, because I don't know how to pronounce it. So basically, he asked her to be his guide to the forest so that he can make a map, because he's a map maker. But she also agrees because she wants to end the curse and to save her family and village. It wasn't easy to find the castle where it all started, where it all happened, but along the way they start to have feelings for one another. There are like more than just friendship the way they started. They both found their lost parents and found out that they died and become the bone houses. That part was really sad. That's what made me kind of cry. And yeah, they broke the curse in the end and returned to the village as heroes. I love it. Like I said, of all the books I've read this month, this one is my favorite. Highly recommend it. So yeah, that would be all the books I read this month. I hope you enjoyed my little video. Did you read any of these books? What kind of books do you like to read? Please write it down in the comment section below, and I hope to see you in my next video. Bye!